We are back again. How is everyone doing? Uh, what happened in the morning was unfortunate, but it did happen. Why am I locked in portrait? I like doing. No power. Oh my goodness. Okay, I said I would try this out, so let me try it out. Oh, why is it that every time I want to try something, my opponent plays something I have not challenged before? What's going on? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this. I don't think the position requests me to do this, but I'm going to do it. I'm not watching the board right now. I should be watching, but I'm trying to settle this. And I have a very simple idea. Yeah, he plays it himself. Okay. Nice. Now we are thinking. Now, mind you, I just basically it seems like I copied my opponent. But here we play something slightly different. Okay, he does do that. I'm still having the habit of playing this like I'm playing bullets because I play too fast. Rook takes or something? Knight takes, interesting. Ooh, I actually helped my opponent. Okay, that's kind of sad by me. I don't like my position. Already, I don't like my position. That's the best I can tell you. I think we have a decently looking position at this point. Hmm. Okay. Okay. That's completely fine. I have a threat, so he's possibly going to trade or not. He doesn't have to. But... Yeah, very nice. Yeah, I knew this was coming. We just go down. Do we go down or do we go up? I saw that and I was like, how would he make this mistake? That was like literally the first thing I looked at. My mind was, there's no way he was going to make that mistake. So that's why I slightly considered king to like h6. Because I was like, what if I come in here and he has check, and I suddenly realized, oh wait, my rook just guards the square. So there was nowhere in my calculation where that was going to happen. But I want to see, because I don't even know what I was playing. I kind of want to see, because the end just looked fine. Like the end position looked fine. If not that, white is slightly better because of this passed pawn. Apart from that, I felt like I got more better than I asked for. Okay, it's equal. Fairly equal. With a slight advantage being given over to white. Yeah. Was there like something significant that I missed out on? I'm just checking the engine's general evaluation. Oh. I should have taken here. Okay. I did contemplate it, but I wasn't so sure. But all in all, fairly okay game. Yeah, for sure. My opponent should be better in the beginning here. Yeah, pawn push, he should have. I don't know why he didn't play it. Because I think I have to take or move my knight or something, right? Because if I, let's say, do something like this, he does have this, right? And this is a problem. That's the point I'm trying to like right look out. I didn't want to be symmetrical, which is why I didn't go for the obvious. This move was very obvious to be played, but I didn't want to be symmetrical, which is why I went for this whole funny idea. Yeah, I think it was quite a slow idea. I shouldn't have gone for it. Bishop here is actually a very good plan. Yeah. So basically, everything was okay. The reason why I was thinking about this was, in these stonewall kind of pawn structures, you are trying to maximize the efficiency of your bishops. And here I realized that this diagonal is going to be like good for me to target. Again, I was like, okay, let me just do that. Though for a while it was staring at granite, I think especially after I got this pawn takes in, I felt like, okay, now this guy's gonna shine a bit. Yeah, so he saw this. His point is, if he takes, he didn't want to take because now I get in. But unfortunately, apart from the fact that I stopped his bishop from coming in, I don't see what else exists from. Like these are very like, yeah. I'd have to analyze this position a little bit more. So what happened here? Yeah, once the bishop came in here, I was kind of worried about e5. I could have still played like a knight off structure because this is expected in the knight off. It's just that he didn't play what is normal. Maybe I could have still played the knight off type lines, but I played this dragon formation, so I didn't feel like doing that. Okay, we continue. I know 3 is in the chats. He's working and that's why he's not talking, but welcome. And to anyone else who's around. I know it's not the usual time I stream, so many people don't know that I'm streaming, but I'm just trying to continue practice. And I'm also testing the limits of okay. Lee Chess Patron. Don't play it like this. Okay, well. Don't play it like that. Don't play the Jubava in the way I played it. But always, there's always room for your opponent to make this kind of mistake. So, yeah. This normally happens in Blitz. I don't expect it in 10+5. I don't even think anyone falls for it in 10+0. So, yeah. Again, I still have to prove it though. I have messed this up quite a number of times. Always let others win. Not really. I try my best not to throw, contrary to what my games show. But I won that previous game. I know you were lurking during that time. The previous game I did win it, even though I didn't. So at least my previous game proves 3 wrong. That my previous game proves 3 wrong that I was learning the Arabic, but I don't remember anything. No, we sorry, we can't do that. Maybe I'll do that on Wednesday. But yeah, not today. Very sorry about that. But I appreciate you joining the stream. What was I saying? Yeah, so the previous game was not any of the openings you've normally seen me playing, and I was navigating on certain waters, and I made good decisions. Of course, there was a point where my opponent made a bad decision. There was a point where I also made a bad decision, but generally it was an equal game. I don't know why I can't. Okay, I do that. I do it on Fridays. I do play against US on Fridays and sometimes on Wednesdays. I may do it on Wednesday because on Thursday, which is the 18th, I'll be streaming the Africa International Chess Championships, right? So I may do it this Wednesday. I don't know. I'm just still figuring things out. I'm sure my point is like, he's using an engine. No, I've seen this position like a 15 billion times, so I don't need to think about it. There's no engine being involved in this game. Now, there was a game I played where my opponent played. Every opponent seems to play the exact same thing in this position, but there was a game I played, I think 3 or 4 days ago, where my opponent played a sideline, which ended up getting me in more trouble. But I did struggle figuring it out, though I was still better. I made some slight errors which could have lost me the game, funny enough. I didn't know this exists for white. I know it's a cheap tactic from the Aliakan. Yeah. It does work though. That's crazy. Another line I've not actually seen before. This is actually the only second line I've not actually seen from this before. Okay, now I have to figure this one out because I've not seen this one before. My spidey senses tells me just to take here. But I don't know yet. Typically what everybody does is just queen takes and you get knight check. Once the king moves, you take back. Alright, that's typically what everybody does. And why is that good? First of all, you stop your opponent from castling, and second of all, you're up a pawn. Right? So you castle queenside with a quick attack and so on and so forth, right? But what happened this week was that my opponent played this move. In this line, my opponent played this move. This is fairly new for me. I've not seen this before. Not even Brandon plays this. I briefly looked at this, but it doesn't work. There's no trick. My opponent can block in any way, shape, or form. I think the move is just kind of straightforward. Still, I got a pawn, yeah. I think it's a very straightforward line here. I think it's just that. I don't think there's anything more beyond that. I'm just trying to think follow up, right? What if my opponent plays queen a5 after this, that kind of stuff? I could be wrong. I could 100% be wrong. This knight also does have a problem for me when or if I castle queenside, right? Because my rook should be in forking distance, right? What I think my opponent is going to play. Let me keep quiet sometimes. Sometimes I just want to let them make their move before I critique it, because I feel like it's something about streaming. You just feel like everybody's watching your game. I think that if there's a way they can edit it so that only in arenas does this show, like it shows on the arena that you are streaming, but that like anytime you're playing a game that it shows. I don't know why it has to I mean, yes, the person who you're playing against can actually go and check on your game and all that, but it really makes me feel some kind of pressure, like my opponent is watching my game, like he's watching my moves and all that kind of stuff. I hope everybody understands why I play queen take instead of any other thing, because bringing the queen back doesn't help me in any way, shape, or form. It's fine, I retreat the queen and I can see that, oh yes, I have a pawn, but I kind of slow down my assault and my opponent can start like increasing his pressure on me, though that may not be a good option for him to do, right? So oftentimes you want to try and maintain the pressure in these kinds of positions. So that's what I'm trying to do here. By taking here, I'm maintaining the pressure because I have check threats with my knight, right? That's basically it. But I do have to be very careful. There are things my opponent can do to stress out my position. So it's not like a clear and cut, oh my god, I'm winning. It's still, there's still some work that needs to be done in this book. But ultimately, if I play well, when the dust settles, I should be up 2 pawns or a pawn. We can get into an end game, and then hopefully that will be enough to win. Though I think an end game would give this position like mine +3 or +2.5 +3, and if it's being extremely generous, plus like 5, +4, sorry. But I'll be more confident in like +2.53. I don't think there's anything else I would want to do besides this. Okay, that's another move I expected. So it's a bit tricky what I should play here, though. Hmm. Mm-mm. I have a very straightforward plan here. Like, I'll play this. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Like, I could go in this way, but after like bishop takes pawn takes, my opponent castles. Yes, I'm still up the pawn, but I want to keep the pressure up. Right? And this move gives my opponent some pressure. There are things he has to worry about in this position. But he's doing well, I would say. Like I said, I think this is my very first time facing this specific response. I don't think I've ever faced this response in my life. Or maybe unless Brandon, and I don't remember it. But then also knight takes a2, a7 also opens up this line, which is what I'm sure you are kind of considering at this point. Okay, yeah. Wait, does check just do that for me? Yeah, I think it's just check, right? Check is can't. Yeah, check is just the best move. I hope I'm not hallucinating the whole thing. The question is whether it's here or here. That's like where the question ends up landing. Wait, did I mess it up? I hope not. It does have this annoying move, which we can all agree is annoying. straightforward as I would have hoped. Maybe I should stop trying to push for an attack. What do you think? Okay, that's good. Oh no, oh yes. It doesn't work for my opponents, right? Anyone who wants me to lose never prospers. But castling here is actually a very bad idea, I would say. I had a feeling, and I was like, oh, this guy is going to forget that I take with check. Like, I had a feeling that was going to happen. And I was like, this guy is definitely going to forget that I can take with check. Nice try from Black. Was looking at it too. Yeah, that's actually nice. Yeah, so I most likely win these positions, but that's not to say that they are not tricky or difficult in any way, shape, or form. If it's not overheating, it's connection stability. Can you, like, what kind of... It's so annoying. Yeah, he did try a trick, yeah. There was no way I'm pre-moving that, right? There's nothing there to pre-move in that position. I wanted to look at it, but... So, basically, last week, was a few days ago, someone played a tricky line against me. I'll see if I can look for it. That's if this internet decides to work, yeah. Let's go this way. So yeah, like I said, if you play it like this, it's normally... Engine doesn't really like it. Again, I don't really understand why the engine doesn't like it. But I prefer it if you play the Jubava like itself, right? And then let your opponent do all that funny stuff, right? And it prefers it this way than if you do it the way I did. The way I do it is sort of like a trick. It may be worse for me, but it's not like completely worse. I have to go and figure it out. Like, I've played the lines back, I still can't tell exactly why it's worse for me. I did like a trick to see if my opponent is rattling off his lines or he kind of knows what's happening in the position. Some of them will play a6 here, which is fine. So this is just a complete blunder. Like this is losing, right? Though again, like I said, I have messed this up quite a number of times. So the point is you are targeting this, and there are many ways you can go about this, right? You can play pawn takes, but what I've realized is that bishop takes is the way to go. Pawn takes seems like, oh wait, you keep putting pressure on your opponent. Let's say they move their knight wherever they want to move it. You can continue with moves like this, and like that's what used to be attractive for me. But then I soon fell in love with the whole concept of you can play this move, and the whole idea is once your opponent takes, you simply get up a pawn because they'll probably win this. You can castle queenside, and your opponent struggles to find the home square. And that's quick because you take out the queens from the game, and it's just straightforward winning from there, right? So I ended up again. It does differ. You don't always default bishop takes. I do believe that after, for example, if your opponent decides to play queen check first and you play this and then they play this, I do think you want to play this move instead. I do think that's what you want to do, because you want to get this as fast as you can and not give your opponent chances to stress you out and close things up. But anyways, yeah, that's kind of like what I do think about the position. Though I don't think that if you did bishop takes here, it is bad in any way. I don't think if you play bishop here, it's bad. I just don't think it's as strong, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think I have played it like quite a number of times. The lines are very interesting in the first place. So yeah, so like I said, in the last game I played, my opponent played this move, and after this, I think he went this way or he did something else. I think maybe he went this way, or probably he did something else. I can't remember. For the life of me, I can't remember, and that had not been done to me before, so I had to figure things out. It wants bishop here. Oh, I wasn't because I was like, okay, after my opponent blocks here, what do? Do I just go down? Yeah, I couldn't figure it out. Oh, we just do the exact same thing I did previously. Yeah, because yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't see that during the game. I did not see that during the game. Yeah, you could actually do that. Am I right? Is that what the engine would have preferred me to do? So let's say, yeah, my opponent blocks. That is exactly, because I kept calculating, okay, after takes, then what? Right? Not to say this is not winning. Book works for you too. Yeah, it does. I was thinking about that. Yeah, so I was initially I was like, okay, wait, if I play this, then what? Right, my opponent's rook is here. Fine, I'm still up material. I can use the check to then flee with my knight and all that kind of stuff. But I couldn't tell. Again, if check and then he comes in here, I can always bail out with this, right? And then takes, and I still bail out, right? That's what I do. But yeah, let's see. Let's go back. Let's go takes here, and then we can use the book. Sorry. Player. Why is it saying? Okay, recent games 1. But what about here? I can't find it. I do know I played this very recently. But why is it just? Is it I've told it to just give me 1 game or something? Like, okay, let me see. I think I'll find it. It was a very interesting end position. I think I'll find it. Give me a second. We just have to scroll a bit. I'm not a Leeches patron, so maybe that's something. Okay, everything is free on Leeches, so I can't be saying that. Because of the stream games I play, I don't see these things. I think that's it, right? Yeah, I think this is it. So I wonder why this wasn't recommended, because it's the exact this. I think this is it. It's not. Yeah, it's this. Yeah, takes. He jumps in here. I take here. Then he plays queen here, and I block. Aha, then he plays a6. That was the line he played. Then I decided to castle. I'm like, no, if you take my knight, I don't see how you are winning this position, right? He does take, completely missing the whole point and then getting checkmated. 3, very soon, this is what I'll be doing to you. Very soon, this is what I'll be doing to you. Oh, by the way, what pissed me off the most? What pissed me off the most is this morning's game, the game that made me not end stream, but like I just couldn't play again. Not this game. I literally told everybody on stream that I would win that game. Everybody on stream did not believe. Then we got into this position where my opponent played this pawn push, and I had a power outage. The lights went off, and they came back on like 3 minutes later, and I had 1 minute on my clock, so obviously I lost this position. But this was winning. I would have won, and somebody would have rage quit his chess career, which would have been fun. Unfortunately, I didn't win because of power outages. Is the music playing? Let me just check. Electric coming, yeah. My opponent couldn't see it coming. Wait, my manager is everything. Like the music made it. Ah, you mean from my opponent? Yeah, he called ECG and was like, yo, 10 of the lights in this neighborhood. Yeah, somebody was also asking, oh, you can't see the names. Okay, well. Yeah, as well. Let's continue. I hope we can get to 2 hours. With the way this thing keeps disconnecting, I'm a little bit not enthused. Okay, let's play a boring line since my opponent wants to play it. Yeah. Very boring line. Okay. Bishop. He doesn't. This when I was learning this line, this was the most funny thing I'd ever seen in my entire life. And it's this, like, the whole point of this is to get a slight positional advantage against your opponent. And trust me, it's one of the hardest advantages to exploit. It's practically drawn. And this is basically the idea. Like, does this make any sense to any of you 1400 and below, that I literally moved the knight just to get this, and now my knight here prevents, like, has a hold on the structure, the pawns can't push? It's a very funny positional thing you can do, which, like, sometimes I don't even understand why we do it. I mean, sometimes you get queen a5 with this and all that kind of stuff. Since my opponent has given me, I don't know. I would like to play this, but since my opponent has given me the opportunity to play and stop the bishop coming here, maybe I will. I think with him not moving his stuff here, maybe I should just plant my knight here. What do you think? Okay, he definitely wants this. Doesn't work for him now. I'll take this time to defend here. It's hanging. It's not a threat at the moment. Break pawn islands create weaknesses outpost, but there has to be a problem with it. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense to me as well. But I learned it. Oh, I was very careless with this for sure. Just the initial moves. Yeah. It makes no sense to me. I'm going to lose this guy, but as long as it comes with interest for me, I'll be very happy with this. I should have responded to this immediately. I did not again, I'm playing this like I'm playing bullet, which I've been doing for a very long time. So now my brain is bullet brained, blitz brained. I can play this, but I don't know if I want to. Like, I'm forced. I feel like I'm forced to actually make this move. You don't want to give your opponent this. Now, in the previous position some moves ago, I played this move because I felt like I had time. Now, it's all about attackers and defenders. My opponent has only one defender and one potential defender. One potential attacker, right? He has two potential attackers of this square. And I have two, right? But I completely missed the fact that he had knight a5. And what knight a5 basically does is that it takes away one of my defenders. And if I play like bishop back, he just takes, I take, and then he pushes, right? So he takes away one of my defenders and I can't do anything about that. But right now he has 1, 2, 3, and I just have one. But when your defenders are pawns, it's very effective. I feel like I'm forced to make it, so I'll just make it. It's not a pretty move to make. It's not attractive, but it's better than nothing. Now I'm going to expect the following moves. Because now if he plays pawn push and pawn takes, if he wants to continue to try and win the square, he has to like attack a pawn, that kind of stuff. So possibly he's going to play f6 or something like that. But the reason he would defer against that whole idea is how he's weakening his king. My bishop and my queen can quickly jump into it. But I think that's what he's going to do. I think just misunderstanding this knight a5 h5 move is going to make me have a very bad game. Doesn't mean I'm losing, just means I've given my opponent a positional edge. That's all it means. Yeah. You want to play knight takes? Possibly. Like, I'm just in a bad position here. He knows for sure that I have that move. Yeah, I don't. I don't get that move from my opponent. Yeah, I gave my opponent too much there. Oh, I should have seen knight h5. Knight h5 was just like a very obvious move that was going to happen. Like getting better at chess sometimes is very annoying because it becomes so easy to see all the ways you die, right? And your opponent's mistakes are reduced over time. So it's like, okay, he stops it this way, he stops it this way, and you're just waiting for that one slip that never sometimes even happens, which is pretty much annoying. Oh boy. Though I didn't like his move, I'll commend him. It prevented a certain follow-up play, which he could have stopped, but I mean, it's good that he stopped it altogether. But right now, my opponent is just going to flood the pawns in my position, I think. I wonder what he's thinking about. I mean, the moves I'm considering, he may not play them. You know, I don't know. There's something I've realized. You know, time is an important factor in chess. But again, from Grandmaster games, these are not what I was expecting. Again, these are Grandmaster games. So basically, what I'm trying to say is like, what you realize is that in Grandmaster games, the slow players, like the players that take eons to make a move, they don't really suffer for it because they spend all that time thinking. Their opponent plays fast, then they eventually get into a position where they understand the position the opponent needs to think, and they end up thinking on the opponent's time. Then all of a sudden, the opponent's time just becomes equal with theirs, and I'm like, that's so negligible. Yeah, when it works, but like that seems to be like the most common thing that is happening when I watch those games, you know. So it feels like you are much more forced to move fast fast, like to not spend so much time thinking when you're the one ahead of time, if you actually want the time disadvantage to work. Now, the only time I see it actually does work, I was thinking more to Palov. Okay. I personally don't like that move from our opponent. Yeah, because you are forced to make that move, but I don't have a follow-up. I don't have a follow-up. That sucks. Okay. Fair. Ooh. Do I survive? That's my question. I don't think I survive. But I'll try. I don't think I survive, but I'll try. I obviously, from the way you hear me speaking, I obviously feel like black may be having the advantage. Yeah, and this is where my problem comes in. So now pawn push is the issue. Is he going for a draw? Oh, he's going for a draw. Oh. Did he really think I was winning from here? Did he really think I was winning from here? Okay, his time was low. I think it was a time-based decision. Yeah, because I think black is definitely winning here. I don't get it. Yeah, pawn push. This is where I think the issue comes in. So now we come in this way. Okay, if you come up, I come in this way. Then you block with the bishop. Wait, you block with the bishop. Oh, I don't have that move. Yeah. Okay. Nah. Yeah, it just comes in with check. Yeah, maybe that's a factor. I was looking at bishop e2. Bishop e2? Bishop e2 I wasn't even considering. Like, what he played is what I was actually considering. Right? I was thinking check comes in here, then he plays pawn push. And I was like, okay, now it's my time to act. And my plan, I was thinking, this is the way I was thinking. I was thinking that maybe I had this. And then if he comes in this way, then I have this. This is what I was thinking. So, unfortunately, I hate when VLC does this. So obviously I completely missed this move. And I don't think I can play this move. Check and then like, what do you do with this? How does my opponent? I think you take, I come in here, then you just do something else. My queen a4. Okay, 26th move, queen a4. 26th move. After I play queen a4. Then you were thinking bishop e2. That can't be it. Maybe this is what you're thinking about. I mean, what I do like about it is that your bishop is no longer doing nothing on that square. And now I can't use my rooks to take control over this file, which I would normally like to do. So those are the cons, the pros I see in that position. Yeah, those are the pros I see in that position. You can go takes, queen takes, and then you bring your rook in here. And it's not so easy for me. Like, ideally, maybe I'd have wanted to play. Okay, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, maybe I just have to come in this way. Yeah. But I was clearly lost. Again, this is the annoying thing about like chess. When you, I was gonna say chess at the high level, not highest, high level. It's one thing. It's literally one thing. Literally one thing. And then I should stop this. I should. Okay, it says I'm fine. Wait, it says c3 is fine. I do feel like my position started not going on so well when I played c3. But it's saying here that c3 is the best move. That's crazy. What? No, I don't buy into that. c3? That's the funny. I play c3 and now it's recommending c3 lower, right? But what about here? I played this, obviously. What did my opponent play here? Queen c7. Oh, I was so focused on e5. No, but still, right? Here, e5. Oh, I can pin him. Oh. Okay, then he plays pawn push. Then what? Did I go back? Wait, I play pawn. Just so dumb. Because if he takes, I have this. And if he blocks, I have the. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's bad because I played it. Yeah. I think, right? If you've analyzed this, you definitely play that. or maybe if you have half a brain, you definitely play that. But I think if you don't really know what to do, this move just is fine, right? Because it's the exact same thing you would want to do, right? You could go this way and then the whole... Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm dumb. Yeah, okay, then... Okay, I think I prefer c3 now. I played it wrong, but I prefer c3. Yeah, looking at the fact that this is I'm closing this down, I think I prefer c3. I now understand why c3 is better. Okay. C3 is definitely better now. I agree with the engine 100% now. C3 is definitely better. C3 is definitely better. Yeah. We are playing slightly better games, I would say. Oh, did I just jinx myself? Oh boy. I was learning the English, but I don't know. Do I just jump into the Jubava and see what's up? There's a specific line I so much love in the Jubava. Show us your blunders. Oh, they might be coming soon. My head aches me, especially when I'm streaming. My head aches me when I'm playing chess. So I begin to make lots of errors. Yeah, so okay, it doesn't work, but you know, people keep saying like c5 destroys the landing. So I basically was studying playing with without c5, like with takes here, but it's not in this scenario. Is it in this scenario? I think I've kind of forgotten those lines. I could try and remember them in this game, but like you have to actually remember what the lines are, otherwise you're just going to mess yourself up. I'll play safety first, but I studied what people don't expect, which is basically taking here. I'll see if I can go through the lines during this stream. Yeah, we basically get the exact same thing, but different move order. Basically the exact same thing, but there's no bishop here. Okay. Basically the exact same thing. What do I do here that I don't remember? I think it's pawn takes, right? You don't get why people let me do that. Ah, well, let's just say I'm good at chess. Oh boy. It's not, I mean, it's not the best though. This is actually very difficult. It's the bonus from playing of the lines, yeah. I mean, like if I've seen something quite a lot of times, I think my first 5 moves are just like I'm just going to rattle them off because I've seen it before. I don't see why I would. Maybe yeah, if I'm playing like a tournament game, I'd want to clarify. But if I've seen it before, I've seen it before. I don't see why I would spend so much time calculating. Okay. Do I have solace in this move? Maybe I do. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Like I see the strength of it. Like I can understand it to a degree, but it's so funny how playing a knight 3 times gives you such a position. Like it's so beyond me sometimes. Faded scent. D4 bishop f4. There we go. He knows ball. Okay. Like I would like to play this move, but I immediately see rook takes, rook b1, rook takes, and then queen comes in here. Here, he takes with check. Here, how does he continue? He has knight comes in check. That's annoying moves. Okay, let's say I come in this way, then what else? Okay, he doesn't have anything else after that though. I'm just making their Carlsbad structure with, yeah. Like I think maybe I should just go slow and play something like this. But the bad chess player in me is like do something stupid. I think I'm fine, right? Yeah, but he castles in that line, doesn't he? Maybe I'm fine. Maybe I'm fine. I feel like I'm too locked in on one specific idea. Might as well just play it and not think too much. This kind of like delays castling from our opponent is the whole idea. Okay, he does go for it. Yeah, I was thinking about it. Yeah. So let's see what he calculates that I haven't calculated. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I was completely okay. It's a bit there. He could switch move orders. Oh, okay. He doesn't go for that. I think his point is that now he has knight here with check and the queen can come in, even if I hide this way. Let's say I go back down. How does he stress me out? maybe he can't. Yeah, I'm not comfortable allowing the knight in. Yeah, king comes in check. Then I'm just like gallivanting around here. If he checkmates me from here, hey, I accept it. He has done well. Like I can't do anything about that. Are we joking here? The other thing was to play bishop block. He comes in with check. I come in here or something. Like I couldn't figure out like. Do I just block here? I don't know. Do I just block there? I do just block. It prefers that I block. I considered the block, but I wasn't so sure. Yeah, it's still not clarified what happens there. Like there's pressure coming on me, to be frank. Yeah, taking here just loses me the game. It's like it's tricky. It's tricky. It's tricky. It's tricky. It's tricky. I don't know what to tell you. Okay. Next one. I don't think I played that. Oh, I should have checked the opening first. I didn't check the opening. Let's try this again. Wait, what's the line? It's this, right? I, for the life of me, cannot remember. Is it just losing at this point? Am I just losing at this point? What I expect my opponent to do is to rush and castle queenside. The jokes forming in my head for this position are crazy, but you see them very soon. D6 looks weird, but I don't play Sicilian. You play weird stuff, so maybe it's that. I think I was just supposed to take and then play my knight. I don't like. I think common sense points to that move, but for some reason, common sense wasn't making sense to me that time. I was actually putting my point. Wait, what? Watch the brilliance unfold. Oh boy. This is called 5-head chess. Is he gonna check me? Is he gonna check me? When we talk about the romantic era of chess, like this is prime romantic era of chess. Okay, I don't think that was the right move from us. Let us go this way. I'm still losing, but yeah, I'm still in a difficult position. Let me not give my opponent too much of a credit because I brought myself into this position. Oh boy. Like, this is a position that if you lose as white, you'd be like, yeah, I'm quitting chess. The moment you play this position as white, you're like, yeah, I'm losing, I'm quitting chess. I'm in no way trying to predict anything my opponent is doing, because the moment I use my brain in this game, I may not survive. Oh damn. Where's the tricky move? There's always a tricky move somewhere. There's always a tricky move somewhere. There's a move that makes you lose this position 1,000 times. Where is that move? Show me the money move. Don't just hate it when your opponents are too smart. Like when they see everything you're planning. Isn't that like the most sad? That's like the saddest thing in chess. Look, I have to find a way to clip that quote. I need that quote for the rest of my life. I need that quote for the rest of my life. I need that. Oh my goodness. Wait. Some of these grandmasters are so funny. Goodness. I need that quote in my life. Wait, that just traps me, right? Yeah. Bishop c5, rook c2, rook c1. I think they just, yeah. I do have this move though. Again, I have to watch out for this as always, but yeah. Let me find a way to. Oh, I have to put it everywhere. Up to this point, White has been following well-known analysis, but now he makes a fatal error. He begins to search his own head. Oh, I have to find a way to put this up for myself. Oh, I have to live by this quote. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You have no idea how much you've made my day. Let me do this while I wait for my opponent to hopefully blunder. Quote. Ooh, that's a nice move from my opponent. That's actually very intuitive of my opponent. My opponent knows ball. Sorry. Vote. Here my opponent thinks I'm calculating. You know, I'm literally here just trying to get a quote written down. Give me a second. No. Hope this is good enough. It's gonna cover the chat, but I don't care. Who gives a damn about the chat? Boom. Oh boy. Okay. So again, like I said, my opponent knows exactly what's going on in the game. He wants to do this whole idea. Okay. Just because I put this text here now, my screen is messing up. Okay, let me just delete it. I think I have to do this off stream. Damn it. Yes. Oh wait, what? What's going on? I'm lagging a lot. Am I back? Uh-oh. Oh, because I just wanted to put a quote. Okay, it's now back. That was bad. Oh, did I just mess up? I think I did. maybe. Hmm? I believe there was a much better move than what my opponent just played. I have to be sure of this move before I make it. Man. Oh boy. Yeah. Does he just check me and then he wins the pawn there or something? I'm not so convinced about the line. Pawn takes, right? Rook takes rather. Hmm. Wouldn't it be nice if my opponent challenged me with this rook? I would much love that. Please do that. It's gonna be a long game. What? Oh wait, I was wrong. I was wrong. Oh, he had this. Oh, I completely miscalculated that. Oh, that was a very bad miscalculation by me. That was a very bad miscalculation by me. That was very bad. I was completely fine until I did that. I forgot he had check here. I completely forgot he had check here. I'm now completely lost. I just blanked out there. That's at this point winning is almost impossible. That's all on me. Completely fumbled that, that's for sure. Almost impossible. Yeah. Yeah, this is expected to happen. Did I really just do that? Did I really just give him a position for no cost? It's just so... Yeah, shouldering, obviously. Oh, that sucks. Like it was a very bad miscalculation from me. I was completely fine until I did that. Like everything is fine here. I just completely misread this. I thought it would be this, and if I came in here, then my opponent has helped me. If I had properly calculated that, I wouldn't have done this, right? I would have like targeted this guy, or maybe played this first, so that when cause I initially saw I was trying to move my rook up, right? I wanted to play my rook here and then come in this way, but I felt like if I played this, then he would play pawn push, which again is also fine because I just bring my king in here and maybe I'm playing. There's also playing rook here, targeting this. He may defend this way. Yeah, which I mean, I could even do this to defend. Yeah, I think I was completely fine here. That was just like, how did I, like, I took my time to calculate everything and I just blinded over this over here. Right? Yeah, because like I'm saying, if my opponent is not calculating well enough, and let's say he does this, then this is just completely fine with me because I can just come in here and then I'm like stuff, right? The other thing I was looking at is here, which I think is quite slow. And the point, for example, is if this move is not plausible, right? And then the target is still to come in this way. But then he has this takes and pawn push. Okay, it doesn't happen here. But the game was even throughout. Not even throughout. Sorry for saying it was even throughout. I was suffering at the opening because I messed up the opening here. But I did very well. Like, kudos to me. My opponent played suboptimally and that gave me enough chance. Oh, that was a big blunder. Why? Pawn push. Oh, he just locked my bishop in. I knew that if he played this and I came in here, my bishop was locked. But I guess I didn't think about it well enough. How? Oh, okay. Yeah, I blundered here or something like that. Wasn't it here? Ah, now I've connected the rook, so it's not a blunder. Okay. Originally, it was because the rooks went. So like, if I had played this, then like I said, I just lose here. I played extremely well here, though. This was bad. Oh, because he got a pawn up. But I thought I could hold that pawn, like sincerely. This was actually a sad game. So I think what, 2 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss. That's kind of annoying. Hey, let's go. Hey, we have a patron. Nice. I think it's too late to try this idea. I think it's too late to try this idea. I think we have to go for this one. I think it's too late to try that idea. You know, the normal one where you try and push. I think it's too late to try that idea. I think it's a good idea to play when your opponent allows it initially without these complex c5 lines. Though I do think it's like possible, I'm not so confident about it. Ooh. So for the 2 games where we've played this, they ended up as draws. So let's see how this one ends up. Just in case some of you are wondering why it's like I'm not looking at the board overly calculating. I realized that a lot of times when I spend too much time looking on the board, I start to see ghosts. So I try my best to calculate as few lines as possible. Suddenly I feel like I can go for this. Hmm. Oh, that okay. Okay, I think I've messed up something. I think I could be wrong. But the reason I'm attempting this is because the position is now closed. Okay. But I see sure that will work for him. Hmm. Oh. Did I mess up by playing that? Maybe. I probably messed up by playing that move. Hmm. And my opponent seizes the opportunity. Yeah, I think I messed up by playing that move. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. He for sure sees it. I don't think he doesn't see it. What? Did you not see Rook 8? Like, did you not see Rook H8? That was literally what I was worried about. Like, this is not what I was worried about. Rook H8, there's nothing I could have done there. Is he gonna apply this or something? Hmm. That would be risky. What am I doing with this move? Why do I mess things up when they are so good? Hmm. I can't believe I allowed that to happen. I think that made no sense. I could have tried sacking the queen first. Like, there's so many other things I could have done instead of that, right? It would have been a straightforward win, but now I have so much work. So annoying. Oh, maybe rook h8 or something. Sucks. Or you could check. I don't know. One push, I guess. Possibly what he's trying to. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. It's a lot of stuff going on. But it's understandable why black is scared. Even though black is up a pawn and black has a passed c pawn. It's very understandable why black is scared. I'm actually glad to see what move he play here because I'm thinking about it. Did not consider that in this position. I think I have to accept this. Yeah, I think this gives me a winning position. No, I mean it's difficult to find, but again, I'm making it look like this is straightforward. It's not. It's not straightforward. Because my plan is takes, and then right? But there has to probably I have to take it and come this way. I think that's the best technique. Because my opponent is always going to be stuck behind with this pawn. So once I can get this guy. Okay, since he's not initiating with a pawn push, then this is much easier than I was speculating. If he started pushing the pawns, this would have not been like so straightforward. Okay, let's calculate here. Here promotes takes here, king comes in here, take. Yeah, this is just over. There's no way he wins this. If he started with the pawns, it was a much different case. But the moment he started pushing the king, then it's a done deal. The moment he started pushing the king, it was a done deal. Maybe it was still a done deal regardless, but the moment he started pushing the king was a done deal. Oh, it doesn't like this move. Huh. Interesting. It's a blunder. Wow. I'm understanding why seeing the whole technique and everything, but yeah, like that's what I was saying. Like the moment the king moved forward, this was it. Pushing the pawns gives him. Okay, doesn't this pawn doesn't give him a chance. He has to go back. And that's the issue. These pawns can't really advance, so there's going to be pressure on him than me. I feel like could I just play this move at some point, or this gives my opponent a win? He just mirrors my king. Okay. I thought more fun way to still meet them, force c5 and then take the passer. At the end, it's just a matter of taste. But yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed. I was so convinced that this was the winning move. But pawn push, takes, and this. Yeah, your opponent. Oh, I don't even get. Sometimes, like. So let's say my opponent plays pawn push. It's the same thing where I promote first and I think it would be, yeah, it would be the same thing, but the problem is that with the way I played it, my opponent can do that and my king can't maneuver around the pawns. I think that's the issue. Okay, that was crazy. I'm sure I lost like 3 rating points out of this because of the 2 draws. Well, I rather gained rating points. 2073, that's nice. And I got a new follower, nice. Have I played him? Leech Essence was Have you guys been getting messages from people who have violated their terms of service? 4 wins, 3 draws, 2 losses. We are going to be playing, I think, 7 rounds. I don't like this performance if we are playing 7 rounds. Yeah, 7 rounds. 7 rounds, right? I think it's 7 rounds. I can't remember. I have not placed it here yet. Okay, that's fine. Where's the Prevents President's Cup? What is last year's President's Cup? Just see. I said more and I'm showing Ghana, so why won't you just show me more of Ghana? Why are you taking me all the way there? I don't want to confirm what all this is. I don't know. Hmm. President's Cup points. It was how many rounds? 7 rounds. Okay. 7 rounds. Okay. Let's see how it went. Just can't use this to kind of like figure out my. Was that? When did I start playing? An hour, 2 hours. Okay. So 1 win, 2 wins, 2 draws. Wait, what? Okay, so 1 win, 2 wins, 3 draw, loss, win. Okay, it's not that bad. I lost once. I thought I lost like twice. I don't know. I didn't play bad for the session. I didn't play bad. I played people either equally rated or higher rated than I am, and we've gone beyond 2 hours, which is not bad. That means that if I try to record, then the stream just ends early because of overheating of my PC, which is going to be annoying because if I want to make a video with my stream, I'd have to stream and then download it, but it's going to be at 540p, which is very annoying. Oh boy. I can only record off stream, but it's fine. So yeah, once again, thank you guys so much for joining. I know it's late at night. Most of you guys don't join at this time. But 3, thank you for joining. Anyone else who popped in, thank you so much. I'll be streaming tomorrow. I don't know if tomorrow I'll just focus on like puzzle streak and all that kind of stuff instead of the Jonan puzzles, but whatever is the case, we'll figure it out. I just have this week and next week to prepare, and these games are not bad. I think I did very well. I think I did very well regardless. Like some games I had obviously a bad position and then I managed to claw my way out. I'm not saying my opponents in the tournament will give me such leeway, but I'm not too disappointed with the way I played. I think I played very well considering the circumstances. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Peace.